Hi, my name is Brett Corville, and I'm doing a presentation on Chapter 1, Educational Psychology, a Foundation for Teaching. What is educational psychology? Educational psychology is the study of learners, learning, and teaching. However, for students who are or expect to be teachers, educational psychology is something more. It is the accumulated knowledge, wisdom, and seat of the pants theory that every teacher should possess in intelligently solve the daily problems of teaching. What makes a good teacher? Everyone knows that good teaching matters. What makes a good teacher so effective is the warmth, humor, and the ability to care about students and value their diversity. When you look at what makes a good teacher is by looking at the leadership, enthusiasm, a contagious love of learning, and speaking ability. For example, I teach 10th grade pre-AP World History. My enthusiasm for the class is awesome. The reason why I say that because of the students' reaction. I can see that they love to come to class because my enthusiasm makes the class exciting. Mastering teaching skills. The link between what a teacher wants students to learn and students actually learning is called instruction or pedagogy. Pedagogy is another word for education, the profession and science of teaching. Instruction, a direction or order. Effective instruction is not a simple matter of one person with more knowledge transmitting that knowledge to another person. Mastering teaching skills also talks about different tasks such as motivating students, managing the classroom, assessing prior knowledge, communicating ideas effectively, taking into account the characteristics of the learners such as assessing learners' outcomes and reviewing information. Good teaching be taught? I believe good teaching can be taught. The answer to can good teaching be taught, and the answer is yes. Good teaching involves planning and preparation, and then dozens of decisions every hour. The intentional teacher. Intentionality means doing things for a reason, on purpose. Intentional teachers constantly think about the outcomes they want their students and about how each decision they make moves children toward those outcomes. Intentional teachers know what the maximum learning does not happen by chance. Intentional teachers are constantly asking themselves what goals they and their students are trying to accomplish. An intentional teacher trying to build students' synonym skills might have them problem master a set of synonyms in preparation for individual quizzes and tests. What is the role of research educational psychology? Every year, educational psychologists discover or refine principles of teaching and learning that are useful for practicing teachers. Some of these principles are just common sense backed up with evidence, but others are more surprising. I agree that 100% of students learn better from a teacher succeed and are ones that provide opportunities for teachers to work together and to take collective responsibility for their students. The goals of research in educational psychology. It talks about how goal or research of educational is to be carefully examine oblivious, as well as less than obvious questions, using objective methods to test ideas about the factors that contribute to learning. It also talks about principle. Principle explains the relationship between factors, such as the effects of alternative grading systems on student motivation. Laws are simply principles that have been thoroughly tested and found to apply in a wide variety of situations. The goal of research in educational psychology. Theory is a set of related principles and laws that explains a broad aspect of learning, behavior, or another area of interest. Without theories, the facts and principles that are discovered would be like disorganized specks on a canvas. Theories tie together these facts and principles to give us the big theorists. Applying this in the classroom. This chapter talks about the foundation for teaching. That consists of classroom management, that's having classroom rules such as no eating, no cell phones, raise your hand, respect your classmates and yourself. It's very important to have classroom rules because you want your students to know that there is order in the classroom and they must follow the rules. Applying this in the classroom. As teachers, we must understand that some of our students are looking for some type of order and organization. This reason why, because they are not getting that at home. Communication is a big key in the classroom, and it talks about that in the chapter which goes under the Good Teaching web. That web consists of 4 groups. Decision making. Decision making is very important because your students are looking up to you on what choices you are making in the classroom. How you handle that one student that is out of control and not showing no respect at all. Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge for yourself as a teacher, you must have a game plan before the next day. The lesson has to be ready and making sure that your lesson play relates to the students. Knowledge of students and their learning. That's a big plus because our students are looking for that support from us as teachers. Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge for yourself as a teacher, you must have a game plan before the next day. The lesson has to be ready and making sure that your lesson play relates to the students. Knowledge of students and their learning. That's a big plus because our students are looking for that support from us, the teachers. And my reference, of course, is Educational Psychology Theory and Practice. Thank you very much, and